Okay, time to start a new run. And it's going to be a very challenging run. A commenter named Brian L. suggested that I play a Transmuter, which is arguably the worst start in the game. And we're going to make it extra hard, and we're going to play a Felid, which is arguably the worst race in the game, at least for the start of it. It does have one small benefit, which it has the running ability. But, I better full screen here. But the downsides are many. You'll notice we start with only 9 hit points, which is ludicrously low. We are going to train fighting, dodging, and unarmed combat. We're not going to train any casting. Not until we level up once or twice. And the reason for that is we need all the help we can get, and trying to get this stuff online is not really gonna help us. I mean, Sticks to Snakes, if we get to level 2, we're probably okay because we have Sticks to Snakes. But until then, we have to deal with 40% less hit points, I think it's 40, no armor slots at all, except for jewelry, which is not really armor, and, you know, so on and so forth. So, we also, of course, don't start with any extra lives, which makes things a bit difficult. So we just kind of have to hope that we don't run into, like, a kobold with a weapon, or rocks that he can throw at us, or a dart slug, or any of the D1 problems. This is actually good. We found staircases, but there is a kobold guarding it, and he has a short sword. He does 4 damage plus short sword. So let's just look up the short sword. So short sword base damage is 6, so that guy can one-shot us. We don't want to fight him. So we're actually going to add an exclusion around the kobold. Hopefully we can find, like, some rats. A bat would be nice. Whatever it takes. This isn't the best start. I saw the staircases and got excited. But, you know. Trying to streak here is the funniest thing. We're on a 3 streak right now. I don't recommend trying to streak on a Felid. Or at least not a Felid Transmuter. So we found a ring. I'm not going to wear it, of course, because it could be minus slaying or something bad. Teleportitis. So nervous. And you should be too, if you're playing a Felid. Alright, so this guy's got a club. And he shouted, which is very bad. Let's check on this. Club could do 5 damage. So he can also one-shot us. I don't want to fight him. But considering that he shouted, we may have to. We can outrun him, but the last thing we want is to run into something else. Let's see if we can just juke him. I think we may have gotten away. But he would be an okay option to fight. He can't, well, he can one-shot us, but it's unlikely. He would have to roll max damage. Oh, jeez. Another one. Well, there he is. We're a bit faster than him. Oh, man. What a shame. I think I'm gonna have to... I mean, we've got this goblin here, and we've got this kobold here. I have the feeling I'm going to have to fight him, because there's just too much risk. So what we've got explored now, we know there's a goblin here, we know there's a kobold here. We could run down this way, but there's plenty of chance that we'll just run into another monster, and then we're really out of luck. And I guess I could juke him again. But the more I do this, the more chance... Yeah, the more chance that he just gets the hit on us. So we're gonna risk it. Okay, we got him. So that's one enemy down. Unfortunately, a single goblin is not enough to level us up. So we continue. What we want to see is like a goblin or a kobold sweep. We want to see like a kobold with no weapon. So we'll use this, and then we'll kill him while he's sleeping. Awesome. Because when they don't have a weapon, they don't do enough damage to kill us in one hit. Oh, that guy's sleeping. Let's use... By the way, we have Beastly Appendage when we start out, and we're going to be using that quite a lot. Even though the spell does not last very long, and as I said, we're not training transmutations yet, but it works for our purposes. This goblin has a weapon. He can do 9 damage with the club, so we're going to exclusion him, as we often do in these situations. I'd really like to find the 3rd staircase. Just because I'd like to... It'd be nice to have a place to run if, like, an adder spawns or something. Oh, cool, a rat. We can kill him pretty easily. Let's lure him back a little bit. Hey, an amulet. Have a nice little collection of jewelry, at least, for when we do have scrolls of Identify. There's some stones on the ground. Sadly, we cannot use our usual strategy of throwing rocks to lure things and to get a little damage, because we don't have hands. We have little paws. So you can't throw on a Felid. However, one benefit of being a Felid is you can eat even if you're not full. You have the, what is it called? The carnivorous can eat meat at any time mutation. I forget what the actual name of it is. Carnivore 3, apparently. You can stab with your claws. You do have a bite attack as well. So there are benefits. They're just kind of minor. They don't really make up for having minus 40% hit points. Although the extra life mechanic is very nice. Not to say it's not a very useful thing. Okay, we're going to try to get away from that, or not disturb that goblin. Okay, cool, a hobgoblin. This will be worth a decent amount of experience, and he can only do 5. So let's see if we can take him out without waking him up. We did not. I could be training stealth, but I'd really rather just get my fighting and dodging and unarmed combat, especially fighting. That'll be really nice because... Oh, this is on auto. Whoops. I had it set to auto, not manual, so the percentages weren't quite right. Only 2% was going into fighting. That's silly. Can't make those kinds of mistakes on a Felid. It's very bad. I don't like these blind corners. Okay, cool. We have a downstairs available. So worst case scenario, we can walk to that downstairs and not die. Okay, the gecko is fast, but I think he's only speed 12. Let me make sure on that. We killed him, of course. It's a leopard gecko. Yeah, so he's speed 12. I want to say that with our running ability, we become speed 12. This is -1. I don't know if that means it becomes 11 effectively or what. Hard to say. But I think that I move as fast as a gecko. So I could have walked away to gain hit points. Anyway, he's dead. And that's a tremendous bonus because now we have 12 hit points. And more importantly, we have Sticks to Snakes available. This is a godsend. We have 12 arrows that we start with, and we can turn those into snakes now. So that will be kind of our lifeline. And hopefully we can find some more. But with that said, now that we have 12 hit points, or more than 9 hit points, we can fight goblins with clubs. And some other weapons. Sadly, these needles are useless to us. Okay, I'd still rather not fight the short sword guy yet. Oh, we got hit by a teleport trap. I like to walk backwards, away from bats. Not that they're like a huge threat, but if you walk backwards, you're more likely for them to end up next to you with their batty movement. Alright, let's take this guy out. I think I'm making this look easy, but that's just because the RNG has been nice to me so far. Okay, I will auto-explore. Okay, this is really bad. We have auto-explored into an adder. If we get hit, we're just dead. And they're speed 13. I don't think I'm faster than an adder, actually. Oh, this is the worst. Can we walk away? Oh, we can walk away. We'll just close that door and... Yeah, we're done with D1. D1 has decided to spawn an adder. So we go down to D2 now. And we'll just put a warning there. If you put some exclamation points, at least one on the annotation, then if you try to go back up, it'll give you a warning, and it'll ask if you really want to enter the level. So that wasn't ideal. Oh, you've got to be kidding me with this. Alright, let's take a step back. Awesome. Oh wait, he went into the shaft. Well, I didn't need the Sticks to Snakes. This is a bit of a waste. What a shame. Didn't even think to maneuver him into the shaft, but it happened anyway. Oh, we take an enormous amount of damage. Let's walk away. This guy can do 10 damage to us because he does 5, and along with the club, which is another 5, right? Yeah, 5. So we just walk away. We're faster than him, so we just walk away until we have at least 10 hit points again. Curious. I think I will go up here. The adder wasn't next to me, so this is a relatively safe place to rest. Although I want to try to avoid going up to D1 if I can, because you never know when the game is going to say, surprise, that adder is right next to you now. Still very much in the danger zone, so to speak. But every single hit point we get makes our run better. Okay, this is good. Now, this is a real crapshoot, though, because every single one of these goblins that come up to us, they could have, like, a wand. And that would just, it would just kill us, you know? Nice pair of gloves that, of course, we can't use because we're a little kitty cat. Alright, let's go back up here for just a second. This is a mostly cleared floor other than the adder. Not that I want to be up here, but I want to use this scroll. Awesome, Scroll of Identify. Okay, this amulet's no good. I'll identify these scrolls, and I'm actually going to identify the ring. Cool, Ring of Wizardry. That's actually really good for us right now. It makes us able to cast Sticks to Snakes better, and will let us get transmutations online faster, which is an enormous boon. I'm a little surprised that the game has given us 3 magic mappings already. But I guess I'll take it. Now normally I would say identify your potions first in a situation like this. But well, I really wanted that ring to be something useful. Oh man, he did max damage. Jackal. Let's look him up real fast. He's speed 14. So we're probably going to have to duke it out with him. So we'll swing a couple more times. Okay, cool, we got him. If I had taken like one more set of 3 damage, like if I had taken 3 more damage total, I probably would have used Sticks to Snakes. And that's always an option. Failure rate's not too bad. Free kill? Free kill. Stab attacks are definitely very useful on a Felid, because you're trying to not get hit at all. Oh, he's got stones. Let me see how much damage a stone can do. A stone can do base damage of 2, so I think that you add his actual creature damage of 4, and then it becomes 6. He must have only had the 1 stone. I didn't want to get in melee with him until I was sure he had divested himself of all of his stones. Because obviously I don't want to be in melee with this dude, have the RNG go badly, and then try to reset the fight, and I'm eating stones as I walk away. These are the kinds of things you really do have to think about when you're playing on a little Felid. This guy can only do 10 damage. Awesome. Alright, so we get the level up. This is really good for us. What I'm probably going to do is pump intelligence, because I want to have good spell power, and I want to be able to cast things sooner. Dexterity is an option here too, just to increase EV, but I'm not so sure. By the way, I will be playing this game as far as insofar as I'm capable. I'm going to try to play this game 100% optimally, which means I will pick a god based on what's available and what's best. In some of my runs, I've picked a god because I was trying to demonstrate something like Okawaru in the Hoo-Hoo run. But yeah, in this case, I'm just taking whatever I think is going to be ideal. Probably not. There are certain ones that are just kind of right out because it won't quite work for a Felid. But oh geez, a couple things here. Okay, take him out. Take the rat out. We could memorize spider form here. The problem is that we lose running. As far as I know, we lose running when we're in a form. I don't particularly like spider form, so I'm probably not going to memorize it yet. Because, I mean, if the biggest thing about this character is we want to be able to walk away from things, even if they're a little bit quick. And so if we're, like, stuck next to something and the RNG has worked out poorly for us, that's very bad. So don't worry, we will be using more transmutations than Beastly Appendage, just, we want a little more wiggle room here. Oh, we got another Scroll of Identify. Awesome, we've got Heal Wounds. So that's some resources that are piling up here. Right, the worm. The worm does 12 damage. We have more than 12 hit points. So we're going to try to kill it with the power of our evasion. Avoiding these 12 damage hits. Ooh! Wow, and we take 10, so walk away from the worm. I could use Sticks to Snakes here, but there's really no need. I'm going to track him down and I'm going to kill him at some point. Okay, this is a little tough. We've got the Dart Slug. And of course he will, he only does 3 damage by himself, but he has a Slug Dart that can do 2d4. I'm fairly confident I can kill him though. It's probably, I'm not sure if this is optimal or not, but I badly need experience. So yeah, if he had done enough damage to put us in the danger zone, I would have quaffed healing. Let's see if we can get a stab on this guy. We did. Let's lure him away from the kobold. Let's see if we can't finish him off, and we did. Very good. Just a regular short sword, so I'm confident attacking him. Okay, he hits us for enough damage to put us into the single shot kill zone, so let's walk away. Let's get to full hit points, just because we can. Whoa, hello. We have a little cobalt pack here. Fortunately, most of them haven't noticed us. This is both good and bad. Certainly we can kill these guys, but they've got rocks. Okay, we got him. This guy can do, what is it, 10 damage? Yeah, base damage is 6. So we'll swing again. Okay, now we're in the danger zone, so we walk away. The real problem here is that random energy could kill us at any moment in some of these situations, and there's just not a lot we could do about it. So, again, don't try to streak Felids. Unless you don't care very much about your streak. Oh, we got another kobold coming, so let's lure a little further away. He didn't notice us, so that's fine. I'd hoped my hit point would come back. Come on. There we go. Alright, now that the fight is totally reset, we can take him out. And it works just fine. We're just gonna stand here. Oh man, he shouted. Alright, that's okay. We'll just take him out. Cool. I'm going to let them come to me because that'll kind of give me an opportunity to see if they have stones and if I need to put the work into waiting for them to be done, you know, out of stones, like completely out, so they can't throw anymore. Okay, well, that's an adder. Let's walk away. Let's make some snakes, and we'll let our snakes deal with this problem. Cool. So that's what snakes are for. Unfortunately, we had to use up quite a few for that. Spell power determines what kind of snake you get. Obviously, we do not want not moccasins, what are they called? We don't want ball pythons, they're not even poisonous. What we want instead are, of course, the adders. Later it can give you the brown moccasins from the lair, but we aren't nearly at the spell power for that yet. Okay, whips have a base damage of 4, just like short swords, so we can absolutely take this kobold. Oh boy. Okay, this is actually, I like this. We can kill all these guys. We'll probably not want to fight the jelly, but the oozes, absolutely. The reason we don't want to fight the jelly is, he does acid damage. So awesome. All right, so that's a milestone. You'll see it says extra life down here, and I think that happens as soon as you hit level 4. And so now, not to say we want to go around and let ourselves die, because that would be very bad. It would still be incredibly bad if we died, but instead of dying, we have one chance right now to instead get revived with a level taken away. Let's close this door and rest up. Oh, I very much misplayed there. Okay, let's hope this works out for us, and no oozes come. Okay, good. Shouldn't have walked in that door and closed it. I could have very easily gotten placed sandwiched between a hobgoblin and an ooze, and then I would have had to have, I guess, used my potion and prayed that the RNG didn't screw me over too badly. Alright, so I don't know the formula for acid damage, and this is one of the places where the game kind of falls flat on the information it's giving me. Because it says it deals extra acid damage, right? But if I look up jelly, I see that it does 73 acid damage. Wait, whoa, what? Really? That's insane. Well, then we definitely don't want to fight it. I thought it was going to be smaller than that, and then there would be like an extra bonus amount of acid damage for for if you didn't have armor. Oh, jeez. I had hoped that that thing would just die. Oh, cool, he's dead. Alright, awesome. Was that worth the 4 arrows I pumped into it? I don't know. Maybe. But now we get to gorge ourselves on all this delicious ooze experience. That's a lot of experience for every single one. That's probably going to push us most of the way to level 5, actually, if there are as many oozes left in there as I think. Oh, he has stones. Let's walk away. And he's out. Oozes have a very low perception. I don't know what the actual stat is called, but every monster has some like awareness of that it has to roll versus your stealth check. and oozes have the lowest one in the game. So if you're like a stabber, you'll have a fun time in slime pits. Alright, awesome. So that's Dungeon Floor 2. We still have not cleared Dungeon Floor 1 because of that adder. I suppose we could go back and do that, but honestly, I'm running low on arrows, and I'd rather not. Sadly, no arrows have spawned. Sometimes you'll get lucky, and the dungeon floor will just have some arrows. Whoops. Brought up my task manager there. So yeah, I will go ahead and memorize Ice Form. Ice Form is awesome. I don't... See, now here's where I'm tempted to turn off my training of the melee stuff and actually get Ice Form online. What do you think about this? See, Ice Form will give us extra hit points, which is huge. It will also do a stupendous amount of damage in the form of the ice damage that you get. We could also train a little stealth if we wanted to. Couldn't hurt. Take out the Quokka. I think I'll wait until level 5. Oh, got an adder here. Adders, of course, are dangerous on any low-level character, but especially on a Felid, because if you get hit once, you're poisoned, and you just don't have the hit points to survive all that. Do I want to risk wearing the coral ring, even though I don't have remove curse on identified yet? I probably have a remove curse scroll somewhere in here, but should I take the chance? I don't know about that. I'd like to, though. Oh man, so many adders. So, we only have 2 arrows left. Actually, hold on. Is Ice Form... If Ice Form is poison resist, which I think it is... Oh, it is. Yeah, we're totally gonna, We're gonna train that up for sure. Because Ice Form would let me deal with these adders. I'm tempted to... I'm actually going to risk... Yeah, I risked a miscast, and that's fine. I have a potion of heal wounds. I feel confident in taking this guy out like this. And he's dead. So we can kill adders now. I wouldn't want to make a habit of that, but... Oh, no. No. Yeah, we're not going to have a cat fight. Natasha would be an unfun challenge right now. We don't have teleport identified. We don't have anything really identified that would let us get away from her. Of course, as a Felid, she's fast, just like us, and she hits for 10 damage, so, I mean, outside of getting lucky and stabbing her, I don't know, it's not a fun time. I really would like to skip this floor, actually. But not enough for me to take a hatch. Let's try the northwest. Maybe the downstairs are over there. Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a real misplay. Okay, I forgot that Ice Miscast can actually do quite a lot of damage to you. We've unfortunately boned ourselves up here. We made a ton of noise. And we're out of snakes. That's okay. We didn't die. And in fact, dying would not have been the worst thing in the world since we have an extra life. But boy, that was some silly. That was a silly thing right there. So okay, so we're not gonna cast Ice Form. Let me look that miscast up. I guess I should have. I mean, I was aware that miscast exists. I just kind of forgot about it. Okay. I need to look up how severity works. Because it says that severity 2 is something I can always survive. Severity 3 is 9 to 31 damage, which of course we can't survive. Let's see. Okay, there's no info on how miscast severity works. Guess I'd have to go to the code for that. What a shame. Okay, well, I guess we'll just not cast Ice Form for a while. Jeez. Well, we're out of, unfortunately, we're out of... See, we can't cast Sticks to Snakes without an arrow. And, geez, this... I guess we could take the hatch. The thing is, we have to kill this guy, because these staircases are all next to each other. So let's take the hatch. Alright, that worked out, I guess. We'll then head right back over there. Hopefully he's gone. No, he's not. Can I sneak? I just wanna sneak over here. It's a bit dangerous since obviously I could run into a monster and get trapped in this hallway. I'll fight these things. We'll identify the amulet. That's faith. That's really good to find. We'll go ahead and wear faith. If only we had a god. Really would like to find it downstairs. I can tell this floor is just, it's not fun. And Natasha could wake up at any moment and start roaming around. And it would be more or less, I mean, I don't want to say guaranteed death if we run into her. Wouldn't be fun, I'll tell you that. Okay, we identify Scrolls of Enchant Weapon. You know, I'm going to try this ring. I'm fairly confident that one of these scrolls is probably Remove Curse. That may not have been optimal, but I'm feeling a bit nervous with the kind of luck we're having. Man, that miscast, wow. Hey, this is good. This is 16 castings of Sticks to Snakes, so that's huge. Dude, if Natasha is guarding like all three downstairs, that would be really frustrating. Alright, cool, we're level 5. And we found it downstairs. Oh, teleport trap. Okay, let's totally just leave. Let's totally leave the corner where Natasha lives. Head back over here and go downstairs. Ice Form still at 41%, unfortunately. It's taking a little while. Oh. we've got a sewer on this level. I guess we'll magic map. I don't know about actually going into the sewer. Let me think about this. We could also probably take the time to magic map, like, the floors that I haven't totally explored, like D1 and D3, just to see if there are altars lying around. I see that there are some altars over here. So, let me just think about this. Let's see. I guess the best route for this would be to... I wanna see what this altar is, because it might be one that's worth doing. I wish I had like a digging wand. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna actually go up here. Okay, cool. And get some experience out of this stuff at least. Awesome. I'm not super concerned about missing out on this sewer. Man. An adder. Worst. So that path is blocked unless we're willing to stick to snakes, which I am. Let them handle it. Okay, Gozag, I suppose, is a choice. Yeah, Gozag is an option. Wu Jan is an option. Those are both very good gods for this. I'm a little reticent on Gozag because, of course, we would be invalidating our carnivore or gourmand or whatever you want to call it ability that lets us eat so much. Not hugely important. Just nice. And Gozag is extremely powerful, so maybe. Unfortunately, getting to this little vault requires us to go down and then up. So that's a bit of a liability, depending on how annoying D5 is. Whoops. Okay, we identified haste. Wow, these guys are really not doing any work on this snake, or on this spider. Excuse me, on this worker ant. And of course, we don't want to fight a worker ant. Oh man, all the staircases are in the same spot. And my spell power is just not enough. Not enough to make what I need. So we're just gonna probably forget all about the sewer. I'm just not terribly concerned about it. I will take the hatch. Oh man. Well, that's a real shame. Don't want to fight a phantom. He does 10 damage. I mean, we could fight the phantom, but the chance of us actually killing it is fairly low. Instead, we're going to wait a couple turns and go up. And the reason for that is now they're lured away from the staircase. And they're out of sight range, so we can just walk away. Oh, and now there are orcs guarding that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to magic map this. Oh, Book of Misfortune. Hey, that is awesome. Wow, that's really good. We're going to learn spellcasting, actually, and then we're going to pick up... What? Why do I have a ball python on this floor? He must have wandered into a shaft. Anyway, we found Book of Misfortune, so we'll train spellcasting, and we'll get confused. We have a whopping +4 in hexes, so that's going to be huge for us. We could memorize Confusing Touch. It is a very good spell. You know what? Yeah, we actually will memorize Confusing Touch. Of course he yells. Okay, he's confused. Cool. Confusing Touch will make our lives will make your life a lot easier if you have it, and will make this Felid's life a lot easier as well. Oh, hey, okay. Alright, that's a no-brainer. We are worshipping Rue. Rue is an excellent, excellent god. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this like a stopping point for the video, because we've gotten our god. We've got this Orc Priest here chasing us, so a little cliffhanger for you. And then for the next video, we'll see if we can't make it to Lair. Chances are good we won't go into the sewer, but we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and for now, I'm signing out.